Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lona Vigili. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, council members get an update on the Truancy Prevention program. The Board of Elections is ready to launch new voting machines. And later, the renovated Twinbrook Library opened its doors. But first, how did Montgomery County fare when it came to its snow operations and the historic snowfall? That's the topic of a special council session. My MC Media's Sonia Berg joins us with more. Sonia?
That's right, Lorna. The County Council wants to know, how did the county do when it came to removing all that snow following the blizzard of 2016? Over 30 inches of snow fell on some areas of Montgomery County during that blizzard, and clearing away all that snow was a massive job. Council President Nancy Florine is asking that executive staff from all county departments involved in storm operations participate in a debriefing on February 9th to talk about their work during this historic snowstorm.
While many aspects of the recovery efforts worked well, some issues need to be addressed. There's always room for improvement.
Some of the topics to be addressed include the responsiveness of the Division of Highway Services, the data provided on the snow map, and the MC311 call system.
Our information was that, they had an extraordinary, unprecedented, I believe, number of demands both on the website and on the call system. And so we had a lot of unhappy residents who were unable to get the information that they wanted. The question for us is there a better way to do that, deliver that information?
Council members have heard from constituents about roads that need to be plowed and sidewalks that were impassable.
Personally, have seen numerous people walking in traffic lanes. I saw a dad pushing a stroller on East-West Highway because he couldn't get up onto the sidewalk the other day. So, it's just that we have a long way to go to make sure that we have a county that's functioning the way that people expect it to after a big snow event.
I mean, right now I'm involved in a neighborhood situation where we need to get the state to fix a giant pothole on Strathmore Knowles Avenue in the Kensington Garrett Park area. It's a lot of bureaucracy that you have to work through to get things actually fixed.
For more information about the February 9th special session on storm operations, visit the Council's website. In Rockville, I'm Sonia Burke for County Report This Week.
The Truancy Prevention program is designed to increase student attendance by assisting students and their families with the issues that impact attendance. Some council members recently received a briefing on this program. Susan Kennedy reports.
The program is aimed at proactively addressing student absenteeism before it grows worse. The Truancy program is currently in 15 county middle schools, and officials say it's getting those students back in the classroom. However, State's Attorney John McCarthy told committee members the issue of truancy is a much larger problem than they originally thought.
And again, we're talking about habitual truancy, and actually when I look, because why do I care as a state's attorney about truancy is because I'd rather have a kid in a classroom chair engaged in his education than before one of my prosecutors in a juvenile court maybe occupying a cell at a juvenile detention facility. That's my goal.
Councilmember Craig Rice chairs the Education Committee. He says hearing that the number of truant students is on the rise means the focus needs to be on building relationships between the school system and the parents.
That's something that's incredibly concerning for us. And so from that perspective, we're looking at ramping up what we're seeing as far as the number of schools that they're actually running this prevention program through. But we also need to change the game a little bit and make sure that we're getting at the true reasons why some of our students are being truant.
The bigger problem is that no one ever tells us, and we've talked about this now in other committee meetings and other issues, we don't talk about the magnitude of the problem. We talk about our programs and say, look what we're doing, we're serving these many kids, and only now we're beginning to say, and how many should we be serving?
Let's a little applause for the 106 graduates in this program.
Numbers aside, the Truancy Prevention program is improving the attendance rate of those students it serves. Craig Rice says, though not all the participants are graduating from the program, being a part of it does foster a better sense of responsibility.
Even if they're achieving 25, 30% attendance, grades go up as a result. The student becomes more engaged. They become a better student overall, a better community member. All of the ancillary things that happen as a result of them attending attending more school are all positive.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Tax season is here, and for those that made $54,000 or less in 2015, there is a free tax preparation service. It is through the county's Community Action Partnership, and certified volunteers can help you file your income tax return.
Our program is a community action agency. The VITA program is actually run by Montgomery County. We help every single person that comes in that makes less than $54,000. The only thing you need to bring is your ID, so security card, W-2s. Or if you're self-employed, we also will help you as long as you have business expenses up to $25,000. And we also help citizens, if they need IT numbers as well.
There are 4 locations throughout the county where you can obtain this free tax preparation service. For an appointment, call 240-777-1123 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/free tax help. Voters will cast their votes on new voting machines in the upcoming primary presidential election on April 26. The county's Board of Election is trying to get residents familiarized with the new equipment before Election Day. Here is Dr. Gilberto Zelaya from the Board of Elections to tell us how you can practice before Election Day.
The Montgomery County Board of Elections is looking for opportunities to take out the new voting system that's going to be used in the upcoming elections. Please contact our office to coordinate a voter registration demonstration of the new equipment. You could also come to our offices or across different locations in Montgomery County. Visit our website for information to where the team will be at.
For more information on the new voting machines, visit 777vote.org. Coming up on County Report This Week, the broadcast media production at Montgomery College attracts area high school students. And we take you to the reopening of the Twinbrook Branch Library. All this when we come back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Montgomery College is hosting an open house for area high school students and others at the college to highlight the broadcast media production program. Radio professor Tiffany Copeland explains.
The broadcasting program, as well as the animation program, is putting together a fabulous open house that's actually going to be on February the 15th. That's on a Monday, so make sure you mark your calendars. We will have a lot of information disseminated about the radio and TV program here at Montgomery College, which is an excellent program. We have so many new things added to the program. We just want to tell people about it, the community. We are inviting all of the Montgomery County public school students as well to come to this open house to really find out about what does Montgomery College have to offer in the realm of broadcasting. We know a lot of these students are right now considering what exactly do they want to do in life. Do they want to go to college? Hopefully they do, because college is such a great opportunity for anybody.
What's the first thing employers ask for when you try to apply for a position? What's the first thing they ask for? Experience, yes.
So we're just trying to open up the field and the spectrum for them a little bit to show them that, yes, broadcasting is another area that's available for students. Yes, radio is another area as well. Radio is a very strong industry to be a part of, and we want to let them know that they can come into our program, they can take the classes, they can receive all the experience that they need to become a professional broadcasting individual. We want to open the doors, open house for them, so that they can experience what what that's like before they even come to the college. We'll also have a person from the industry. Can't tell you just who that is just yet. It's going to be a surprise, but we will have someone from the industry of radio come talk with the students. They'll also hear from me as well, and we're just going to take them through the program, give them a tour, show them some of the great things that we have to offer, and really just tell them that, look, we are here for them. So if you want to learn about how to work professionally in this industry, that Montgomery College is definitely the place to be.
The open house will start at 10 a.m. at the Technical Center on the Montgomery College Rockville campus. Book lovers and community members dusted off their library cards to come celebrate the grand reopening of the Rockville Twinbrook Library. Rock 11 Now's Colby Ford has more on this story.
Everyone knows you're supposed to keep your voices down, but it was a party at the Twinbrook Library. Although the library has been open for business, the county wanted to formally celebrate the library's improvements in a big way.
Well, a refresh is what we're calling this, and this is a new approach to libraries. It's both financially less expensive, and it gives an opportunity to put a new facelift and sometimes really integral improvements to existing library facilities in communities.
We spent a lot of time thinking about what improvements could be made to the building, increasing the footprint for the public and making the library easier to use in many ways.
The Twinbrook Library was modernized with a refreshed, new look.
This is one of our new refresh projects whereby we've enhanced the library. This is something we were able to do in about 8 months, I think, and to get the library open in time within budget and to make sure we have new computers, new space, modernized facilities here in Rockville. And this library, I think, was a wonderful tribute to the community and the hard work that all of the people have put in to make this happen today.
It's important to Rockville to have the library refreshed, as it's called, to make sure that it continues to be a vital gathering place, a place where people can come to meet and greet, to learn, to access the electronic materials that are here. It's a very diverse community. This is an important place that has been here for decades, and it needs to continue this way.
The $1 million new features include a paint job, a 3D printer, and cell phone charging station.
Well, this is the very first refresh project we've done. This is the first one out of the gate. The department couldn't be more pleased with the way it turned out. DGS was wonderful to work with. The architect was wonderful to work with. The construction company was outstanding in meeting every deadline. It couldn't have come together more smoothly, and all we can hope is that the next ones do as well.
The goal is to provide some building improvements to all county libraries every 7 years.
It looks really beautiful, and I can see like the windows and everything. Yeah, and like it's clean every time we come here.
For more information on the library, check out montgomerycounty.gov/library. For a county report this week, I'm Colby Ford.
We want to remind residents that February is Library Lovers Month, an annual celebration which showcases the importance of libraries in the county. The kickoff event takes place on February 6th at the Silver Spring Library, and there will be themed programs and activities throughout the month in different branches. For more information about the event, call 240-777-0020 or visit folmc.org. This is a time of year when a lot of people begin using their fireplaces. And joining us now is Pete Pieringer from the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service. Pete, do you have some safety tips for us?
Well, certainly we hope that everyone has their heating systems, particularly the chimneys and their fireplaces, checked before we really get into the wood burning season. That's the most important thing you can do, make sure that your chimney is clean, but also don't overload it with extra logs or never throw some paper or trash in the fireplace. And also create that area of safety around the fireplace. Make sure that you don't have any embers that can come out and catch a fire. But again, the most important thing and simplest thing you can do is make sure that you have it checked and clean before the heating season.
Can residents go to our website for more information?
Yes, we have in fact, we encourage everyone to go to the website. www.mcfrs.org/McSafe, or you can also go online to get a free home safety visit by a firefighter. We'll come in and evaluate, not only check your smoke alarms, but evaluate those other things in the home that could be a potential hazard.
Thank you, Pete, for that information.
Coming up next on County Report This Week, I'll take you to Silver Spring, where seniors are discussing what it means to be a part of a village.
And we'll show you how an MCPS community also gathered to enjoy the snow. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
County residents are required by law to clear sidewalks in front of and alongside their properties within 24 hours of the end of a snowstorm. Working together, Montgomery County can stay safe and warm this winter. Good neighbors clear their sidewalks of ice and snow. For more information, call 311 or go to montgomerycountymd.gov/safe sidewalks.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. The snowstorm kept students out of the classroom for a week. Georgian Forest Elementary School used the snowstorm as an opportunity to bring the community together. They held a special Snow Fun for Everyone event.
Come on, you guys!
We're here today to interact with our community right where they live, here at Pepper Tree Farm Apartments.
Right here, yeah. Good idea.
Oh, look. Today we decided to come out, have snowball fights, have a snowman building contest.
Nice.
Sweet, awesome.
I think we have a winner.
We have hot chocolate for our students and a book exchange.
I think they're special in that sense because they care. They care about their children.
Because these kind of events, what they do is really strengthen the bond between our school and the families.
The majority of our students live here in this community. We wanted to come out, join them, interact with them without academics, and just get to know our kids a little bit better.
I think it's a really cool idea, and I would love to do this again.
3!
A growing number of seniors across Montgomery County are joining senior villages to get the help they need in times of inclement weather or with daily tasks. The first blizzard of 2016 presented challenges, but these seniors are relying on each other to weather the storm.
We currently have 85 volunteers, 117 members that form a really nice close-knit community to essentially help each other.
Neighbors helping neighbors and growing connections. That's the goal of senior villages across Montgomery County. Each village is a network of volunteers and members that help seniors live on their own.
Is the bottom deliberately dark to make it harder to see at night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, the Silver Spring Village has a program called Storm Buddies that helps members prepare for emergency situations.
I didn't worry as much once we had everything set up.
We had, plans in place to make sure that I would know if there was anything that George needed.
There are 17 senior villages in the county that offer many programs and assistance such as tech support, shopping for groceries, or help with getting around town. I'm here in Silver Spring where these seniors are discussing and discovering what it means to be a part of a village while aging in place. The first blizzard of 2016 was a hot topic for the East County Village seniors.
One of the worries, especially for us as seniors, is that if our electric goes, we have no heat. And Prince George's County announced that they had heating centers for seniors, and they were able to pick them up in vans. In the future, maybe it would be useful if something like that exists in Montgomery County.
Problems with the county's non-emergency 311 number was also a major issue.
This isn't the first big snow we've had. Maybe the last one was several years ago, and we might have another one this year. They need to get prepared.
Although there were some remaining concerns, village members can rely on each other for any help they may need.
Like many people in the village, I wanted to help people, but I also wanted to make sure that this resource was there when I needed it.
For County Report This Week, I'm Willie James Inman.
If you'd like to join or organize a senior village in your area, call 240-777-1231. Thousands of people follow him on Twitter and Facebook, including Montgomery County residents, students, and MCPS officials. Meet the Moco Snow Guy.
My name is Alex Saronis. I work at the alternative program for Montgomery County Public Schools. I'm a health and PE teacher there, and I'm the Moco Snow Guy.
He runs the Moco Snow blog, and his Twitter account has more than 10,000 followers. Kids can't seem to get enough of him, especially during the winter.
About 5 years ago in my classroom, I would share my predictions with my students, and they told me to put it on the web so that other students from other schools can see it, and we did that, and slowly it grew, and here we are today. I loved weather as a kid. I used to watch the news. I used to stay up and wait for Montgomery County to scroll by the bottom of the news every time there'd be a snowstorm, and I remember loving doing that. I just wanted there to be a place where people can go talk about what they thought would happen, so I made that place.
He's even created a system using pencils for predictions.
At 5 pencils, almost a virtual guarantee that there will be no school. I can't ever say 100% guarantee because everyone should be prepared for school no matter what. But 4 pencils would be most likely there's going to be a day off, at least a delay. 3 pencils would be 50-50 with the day off and a delay is likely. 2 pencils would be 50-50 for a delay, and then 1 pencil is we're probably not going to have a delay, but it is possible.
And the website's popularity continues to grow. It's even attracting local meteorologists.
We got over 1 million hits last winter alone. We're over 500,000 for this winter.
And what about Facebook?
Facebook, we're at about 7,500 right now. We get information from radio stations, TV stations. We have WUSA 9's Howard Bernstein has been on, and he's provided information and answered questions. We've had Devin Lucy from Channel 7 do guest predictions and stuff like that.
And just how accurate are his predictions?
We're very accurate with our school predictions, but in the past it's been around 95% accuracy.
You can find out more about Moco Snow on its website. In Rockville, I'm Maureen Chaudhary for County Report This Week.
Coming up next on County Report This Week, Interfaith Works has a new location. Don't go away, County Report This Week is coming right back.
Looking for a way to get around downtown Silver Spring? Hop on the Route 28 Van Go Free Circulator. The Route 28 Van Go Free Circulator provides rides Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to midnight and Friday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. Fast, convenient, and free. There's no better way to get around downtown. To find out more information about the Route 28 Van Go Free Circulator, including route information, visit us online or dial 311.
It's on us to stop sexual assaults.
Be more than a bystander. It's on us to hold our friends accountable.
Realize that we have a role to play in stopping sexual assault.
It's on us to get in the way before someone gets hurt.
It's on us to take responsibility, and it's on us not to look the other way.
Keep an eye on someone in a vulnerable situation.
Stop a sexual assault any way we can.
Any way we can.
If you see something happening, report it.
It's on us to take responsibility.
Be more than a bystander.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on all of us.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. We would like to remind county residents that Montgomery County government will observe President's Day on Monday, February 15th. County offices will be closed. Recycling and trash collection will not be scheduled on that day. The Interfaith Clothing Center in Rockville is moving to a bigger space at 751 Twinbrook Parkway in Rockville, thanks to the help of Rebuilding Together Montgomery County. Take a look.
So today we are at the Interfaith Works Clothing Center, which is an amazing place. Interfaith Works is a nonprofit in the county, and they serve low-income residents as well. At this particular facility downstairs, they have a very large clothing center, and we are building an entirely new clothing center upstairs for their clients to use. They typically serve about 13,000 clients in this space a year.
The new space is going to enable us to provide incentives to people who are getting here for the free clothing to do things like engage in ESL classes to learn English, to engage in college courses with Montgomery College, or to even learn vocational skills so that they can go out and get a better job or a new job for themselves to better take care of themselves and their family.
The Flint 2 sector plan has been in full swing since last year, with hosting community meetings, extensive outreach, and more. The Montgomery County Planning Department team leading the plan recently held a public meeting to ask property owners to weigh in on the future of Flint 2. Check out this recap from Montgomery Planning.
The Flint 2 area. Tonight's meeting was really for the public to hear from property owners and other landowners of what they're thinking of, and then also to hear from the other civic associations and homeowners associations in terms of their concerns.
Well, I think what I heard tonight were some real concerns about how can we allow more development when there's such a shortage of school capacity. But I also was excited to hear that there are some plans for some new residential development in areas that would really benefit from seeing some new homes.
Two things came out of the meeting tonight. One is that we continue to hear a major concern about schools and the impact on schools from new development. There's an existing capacity problem in the school system already, particularly in the WJ cluster. And the other thing that came out of the meeting tonight is that it's very clear that the various landowners, the development community don't have any near-term plans to develop their properties. They've got some ideas for long-term development, but there's nothing imminent here as far as we can tell so far.
Well, as representatives of owners of several large shopping centers, we're looking for zoning flexibility. We're looking for the ability to take advantage of some new trends that we see in this area. Obviously, the proximity to Metro and the ability to diversify some of the centers that have historically just focused on auto-oriented retail. We're looking to introduce some new things into those areas. So we're looking for the ability to be flexible and grow with the market in this area.
I want it to be walkable, transit-oriented, really creating a sense of place. And this becomes basically the town center of Montgomery County.
There's a great deal of community interest, which is really good in that it helps us do our job better, helps us fully understand what all the different issues are, and we're going to continue working with the community, but at this point all I can say is so far so good.
Now it's time to go to Leanne Gross from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with some different ways you can help out by volunteering. Leanne?
Hi, my name is Leanne Gross. I'm the Volunteer Services Coordinator here at the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center. We are excited to announce that we are launching our brand new youth program initiative, where you and your child can come and volunteer here. Children between the ages of 14 and 20 can come and apply here at the shelter. This will give them the opportunity to work with animals and discover a little bit about how animal sheltering works. They can also do things such as read to the animals while they're here at the shelter. This gives them the opportunity to work on their reading skills. It also provides enrichment and calming for the animals while they're here at our shelter. Please come visit us at the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center. Our phone number is 240-773-5900.
With that, we close this edition of County Report this week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. We leave you with images from a group that's part of Lifelong Tacoma's Snow Angels program as they participate in the Big Dig Out following the blizzard. For more information on how to sign up, visit tacomaparkmd.gov/lifelong. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.